So this is overall summary of passive transport and active transport. All together I have given concentration gradient, carrier protein and protein channel protein, as well as with the help of lipid bilayer I have given. So this diagram also gives more mark when you're writing for active and passive transport. Along with active and passive transport, sometimes they'll be giving importance for channels also. In that, ion channels, ionophores, water channels, aquaphorins, and gap junction. So in this aquaphorin 2-mark question, gap junction also 2-mark question, and sometimes they may ask ionophores with ion channels also. Here I'm just going to give little importance only. Ion channels, already I have told, sodium, potassium, calcium and chlorides, they are well regulated by the presence of gates. They are of two types. One is ligand gated, another one is voltage gated. Mostly they are affected by certain drugs. Voltage gated as well as ligand gated with the help of drugs and mutations also sometimes it may take place that causes specific disease. So ligand gated specific molecules binds to receptor and opens a channel. Example, acetylcholine receptor. Commonly receptor, you should remember acetylcholine in postsynaptic membrane. So next, voltage gated channels, sodium channels of neurons. The voltage sensing mechanism involves movement of helix 4 perpendicular to the plane of membrane in response to change in the potential. So clinical applications of channels, very important 2-mark questions, as well as in MCQs also they may ask sodium channels. If there is any defect in sodium channels, Liddle's disease are caused. It is a rare genetic disorder that causes a kidney to retain too much salt and water, leading to high blood pressure. It is also known as pseudo-hyperaldosteronism because it increases sodium reabsorption and potassium secretion in the collecting tubules. The symptoms, most of the symptoms, elevated osmotic pressure of blood resulting in hypertension. So hypertensive cases will be caused. And potassium channel defects in the heartbeat, convulsions in newborn, inherited deafness. Chloride channels, cystic fibrosis and kidney stones. So cystic fibrosis mostly happens in Caucasian populations and they are carriers. Obstruction of GIT, respiratory tract leading to bacterial infections of airway and death due to respiratory insufficiency before the age of 30. So next, ionophores. Ionophores, they are antibiotic which commonly forms valinomycin and gramicidin. Example I have given. So most I have told, no, drugs will be affecting and it leads to mutations in genetic disorders. Here mobile ion carriers, hydrophobic amino acids. I have given example, 2 examples. One is valinomycin, another one is gramicidin. So next, ionophores, it is an antibiotic usually synthesized by microorganisms to transport ions across the lipid bilayer of the membrane. So ion carriers, channel formers I have given. Applications in laboratory research to increase the permeability of biological membrane to certain ions. It is used as antibiotics and growth enhancing feed additives for certain animals such as cattle. An aquaphorin 2-mark question, very important. Frequently it is not asked, but they may ask. It is a family of integral membrane proteins, a rapid movement of water molecules across the plasma membrane, and 10 aquaphorins are found in humans. With RBC, I have given the copies. Plasma membrane of PCT contains 5 different aquaphorin types. So 2-mark question, this is more than enough. Gap junction that permits direct transfer of small molecules. A family of protein called as connexins. If there is any mutation in this gene, encoding connexins are associated with cardiovascular disease, an X-linked form of Charcot-Maries tooth disease. So this is a picturization I have shown for Charcot-Maries tooth disease if there is any defect in mutations in gene of connexins. An overall summary of my topic today. So passive transport, active transport, exo, endo, in that phagocytosis and pinocytosis. So simple diffusion, simply I have given non-polar and small polar substance. Facilitated uses transport proteins, and active, it goes against the gradient sodium potassium, it requires ATP. So like this also, if you are giving a flow chart of overall summarization, it gives a good presentation. And I'm telling, for if you want to get above 1995, you can cover these slides. So thank you, my students. After seeing this PowerPoint, kindly share share the channel as well as like and subscribe. So thank you.